Press and Uckles 2018. This recording is copyright. CD 1. Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to...
Danny, can you see the screen? It's too little, yes? For you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will make it bigger first. As much as it is, plus. Let's try first.
Cambridge English, IELTS 13, Tests 1 to 4. Published by Cambridge University Press and Uckles.
Connection is.
Cambridge English, IELTS 13, Tests 1 to 4. Published by Cambridge University Press and Uckles 2018. This recording is copyright. CD 1. Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a woman who wants to attend a cookery class and an official at a tourist information centre. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6.
Only 1 to 6, focus. Only 1 to 6.
You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
This is just still the example, yeah?
Hello, Tourist Information Centre. Mike speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I wanted to find out about cookery classes. I believe there are some one-day classes for tourists.
Well, they're open to everyone, but tourists are always welcome. Okay, let me give you some details of what's available. There are several classes. One very popular one is at the food studio.
The first cooking class is at the food studio. So studio has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Hello, Tourist Information Centre. Mike speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I wanted to find out about cookery classes. I believe there are some one-day classes for tourists.
Well, they're open to everyone, but tourists are always welcome. Okay, let me give you some details of what's available. There are several classes. One very popular one is at the food studio.
Okay.
They focus on seasonal products, and as well as teaching you how to cook them, they also show you how to choose them.
Right, that sounds good. How big are the classes?
I'm not sure exactly, but they'll be quite small.
And could I get a private lesson there?
I think so. Let me check. Yes, they do offer those. Though, in fact, most of the people who attend the classes find it's a nice way of getting to know one another.
I suppose it must be, yes.
And this company has a special deal for clients where they offer a discount of 20% if you return for a further class.
Okay, but you said there were several classes.
That's right. Another one you might be interested in is Bond's Cookery School. They're quite new. They just opened 6 months ago, but I've heard good things about them. They concentrate on teaching you to prepare healthy food, and they have quite a lot of specialist staff.
So is that food for people on a diet and things like that? I don't know if I'd be interested in that.
Well, I don't think they particularly focus on low-calorie diets or weight loss. It's more to do with recipes that look at specific needs, like including ingredients that will help build up your bones and make them stronger, that sort of thing.
I see. Well, I might be interested. I'm not sure. Do they have a website I could check?
Yes, just key in the name of the school, it'll come up. And if you want to know more about them, every Thursday evening they have a lecture at the school. It's free, and you don't need to book or anything. Just turn up at 7:30. And that might give you an idea of whether you want to go to an actual class.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10.
7 to 10. Read the question first. The given mainly focus with a word before the number. A word before the number.
Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
Okay, there's one more place you might be interested in. That's got a rather strange name. It's called the Aretsa Center. That's spelled A-R-R-E-T-S-A.
Okay.
They've got a very good reputation. They do a bit of meat and fish cookery, but they mostly specialize in vegetarian dishes.
Right. That's certainly an area I'd like to learn more about. I've got lots of friends who don't eat meat. In fact, I think I might have seen that school today. Is it just by the market?
That's right. So they don't have any problem getting their ingredients. They're right next door. And they also offer a special 2-hour course in how to use a knife. They cover all the different skills, buying them, sharpening, chopping techniques. It gets booked up quickly though, so you'd need to check it was available.
Right. Well, thank you very much. I'll go and check that.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Danny, from number 11, be careful with the picture. Stare at the picture after this, yeah. Really stare at the picture because this is a map that you have to describe.
Now turn to section 2. Section 2. You will hear the chairman of the Highways Committee of Granford speaking to members of the public about proposed changes to traffic and parking in the area. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 13.
No need to see the answer, only the question. A, B, C, ignore.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 13.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Phil Sutton, and I'm chairman of the Highways Committee. We've called this meeting to inform members of the public about the new regulations for traffic and parking we're proposing for Granford. I'll start by summarising these changes before we open the meeting to questions. So, why do we need to make these changes to traffic systems in Granford? Well, we're very aware that traffic is becoming an increasing problem. It's been especially noticeable with the increase in heavy traffic while they've been building the new hospital. But it's the overall rise in the volume of traffic of all kinds that's concerning us. To date, there's not been any increase in traffic accidents, but that's not something we want to see happen, obviously. We recently carried out a survey of local residents, and their responses were interesting. People were very concerned about the lack of visibility on some roads due to cars parked along the sides of the roads. We'd expected complaints about the congestion near the school when parents are dropping off their children or picking them up. But this wasn't top of the list, and nor were noise and fumes from trucks and lorries, though they were mentioned by some people. We think these new traffic regulations would make a lot of difference, but we still have a long way to go. We've managed to keep our proposals within budget, just so they can be covered by the council. But of course, it's no good introducing new regulations if we don't have a way of making sure that everyone obeys them. And that's an area we're still working on with the help of representatives from the police force.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 14 to 20.
Focus with the name of the road and the position of school.
Now listen and answer questions 14 to 20.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the High Street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the High Street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the flow of traffic along the High Street. We've decided we definitely need a pedestrian crossing. We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the High Street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there. We're proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the High Street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the High Street near School Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 metres. This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces. So we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement. We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra ½ metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road. Finally, we've introduced new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket, so lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 AM. That's the supermarket on School Road. We kept to the existing arrangements with the High Street supermarket. Okay, so that's about it. Now,
That is the end of section 2.
Okay. Danny, are you curious? You want to hear again for the last one about the map? Or you did answer all from 14 until 20?
Just answer 2.
Already answered. Okay.
2. Only 2.
Only 2. Here one more, yeah? Here one more. Only the 14.
Cambridge English, IELTS 13, tests 1 to 4. Published by Cambridge University Press and Uckles 2000.
Sorry, I have to make it smaller. It's a bit difficult to just mind about that one. Yeah, I will explain later because that is not the most important thing. Anyway, the questions never repeated. The questions never repeated. So if you want to check the answer from 1 until 20 only, this is the answer. Check your answer. Can you see?
Yeah. Right. Sorry. Healthy food, bones, diet, fast.
Aretsa is double R ya. Aretsa.
Yeah. Yes. Vegetarian. Hah? Oh
Which
yeah.
one?
B, C, 13 B. Can you yang gambar itu aku nulisnya bukan DOC itu. Yang peta mapnya.
This one.
Ya.
Oh, so what are you writing? But in here is with the position of A, B, C, D, E, F. Until
I just like a side, the side of the bank, like
okay, okay.
terus
Because
itu
here,
supermarket, parking, school.
yes, that's what we have to be careful with the instruction. Yeah, look at the top. Yeah, write the correct letter A to I. It's stated. Then it's easier rather than you write for position. Right? Because it has already A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Okay.
Yeah. So how many you got correct?
Belum, mau koreksi lagi, coba tadi lagi.
Yeah.
Oke, 16 itu oke. Terus 16 oke.
So
17 G, 18 C. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 out of 20. Okay, that means that is your status. And then anyway, the strategy for every picture, they are describing picture, right? And then you have to know the position. It's a lot. It's a lot in the real test, yeah. So there is no otherwise than only stare at it And then sometimes, like today, supermarket has two, right? You have to notice which one has the same. For sometimes hospital has two, and then sometimes the school has two. So you have to be aware with the position of different, because when your eyes is not looking to the correct school or the correct supermarket, it is mentioning again today. He mentioned, yeah, the supermarket in blah 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 street and the supermarket in blah 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 street. Yeah, it can be disturbing sometimes. Anyway, we can do little by little this one. Next time we do the section 3 and 4. Yeah, I'll come back again to the danger one. Everything is about
Can
IELTS.
can I can
Yeah.
I check? I wanna take a pee. Can I go to the restroom?
Yes.
Toilet for a sec.
Yes. So I'm
Sorry.
preparing the next slide. Rai, kayaknya ada paket deh, Rai. Ryan. Rai. Ryan. Paket. From one paragraph to the next paragraph. So this was supposed to be appear. Yeah. They're giving me the sentences later for this one. And then the last one, this is the adjective. The adjective that appear in IELTS writing task 1. Drastically, equal, slowly, it depends on the data later on, yes. Adjective. And then the next one, this is about when you want to explain something, you don't always say, I will explain about the data, blah, 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 blah. You can change. Use this, yeah. For example, in the first paragraph, you already say describe. On the second paragraph, don't say describe again. This data also explain, or this data also states, like that, yeah. So it will be beauty writing. Next, this is about put in line at first, secondly, thirdly, finally, blah blah blah. This one is just variant. Again, this is like conjunction in this one, yeah. Like conjunction in here, yeah, almost the same, yeah. Okay, before pretending, yeah, pretending the data in front of you. It can be any data. I want you to give me sentence and then make it. I already share screen. You can type easily, or you want me to type for you?
Yeah.
You type by
I
yourself.
can see. I can see properly.
You can see properly. Okay.
Yeah.
Now decrease. This is not just common sentence, yeah. I want you to focus that you're going to explain data. Yeah, you're going to explain data. So not about writing task 2. This is writing task 1. Next sentence with decrease. Decrease for slump means all go down.
Okay, dari number 31 gitu.
No, no. You just, hey, are you seeing my new screen or no?
No,
You're not in the position of practicing IELTS synonym for writing. Not yet?
no.
Oh, God, see, I was explaining something, so you didn't see the same screen with me. No wonder. Sorry. Here now. Already?
I just see the React urban development representative in development, like number 31, number 32, number 33. Sounds
Okay.
confused.
Okay, I know. I was out here now.
Ah, yeah.
Because I have to explain again. I have to explain because this is important, yeah. This is how to describe all verb meaning is go down, yeah. Okay, decrease, fall, slump. Are you seeing that screen or no?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. This is all about go down. And then second table, this is to show you that everything has to be systematically. This is called conjunction to make the beauty of the sentence between each sentences,
Yeah.
between paragraph. Next, this is to show because every movement of the data is not equal, yeah. Sometimes it moves very fast, and then you use the word drastically or in a sudden. But if it is just slow movement, you just change it into regularly, slowly, or stable. Means not too much changing. Yeah, these words are going to use like that later on. And then here is the sentence, the words that you are going to use when you are in the beginning or in the middle of the reading the data. First paragraph, you use describe, yeah. But in the third or
Yes.
in the second or third paragraph, don't use describe again. Like this data also show or this data also explain the number stated that, like that. So yeah, you have to use variant kind of vocabulary, but they have the same meaning actually, describe or show. Okay, this list there. Next one is as usual, if you are making everything in mannerly, yeah, firstly, secondly, thirdly, like that. And then finally will be at last, yeah. And then this one is just conjunction, yeah. And this one is to mention that the data you don't always read one by one, right? During the
Yes.
season of winter, during the or between year blah blah blah, from year blah blah blah, around year blah blah blah, the following year, the preceding year, this is will be used later on. I will come back to up one. Now these are the words that the synonym of go up. I want you to create sentence. Imagine the data. The data is, this is just to show. You don't have to see the number, yeah. Because you can just create the number, yeah. That's why it is small, okay. Now there is data, and then you're going to make sentences with increase.
Okay.
Start.
To start now.
Yes, start now.
Oh,
Any
I'll
sentence.
say.
Yeah, you say. You say I will talk. Increase.
Increase.
Example. My example, yes. I will just choose one. The number of passenger increase 10% from last year. Like this, the example. Make your own.
Okay. Uh,
and mostly make it in past tense, yeah. Make it in past tense. Because all data already passed.
The number of
Yes, the number of
coronavirus
mhm,
COVID-19 infected,
the number of coronavirus infected person.
Mhm. Increase, infected, right?
Yes, increase
40%.
40%. Yeah, that is really, scary. Where is percent in our
Our country.
and yeah, our country totally messy. That we cannot take scholarship because they wouldn't accept us. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But luckily, my niece, my sister. Yeah, wait, I have to. My sister still succeeded. Last month she went to Korea. She got scholarship. Yeah. That. But after that, Korea closed again for Indonesia. Now with race.
Race. Okay. Like Augustus, like
In August.
June, July, in
In
August.
June or July. Make more formal sentence, yeah. In June or July, because IELTS everything formal in IELTS. In June or July.
And August.
No, in June or August. This one?
Let's make it 3, right?
Up
Oh, June to August.
in June to August, yes.
Number.
Sorry, are you looking at to this picture? No need to.
Yes.
No need to. You just create only what? Yeah, only. I want to remember that you are making sentence about data, but really you don't have to follow the picture. You just create.
Oh yeah.
Because because I'm worried if you make sentence but not related to data, not related to interpreting data, but the data is you just create in your head. You see this? Messages increase. I don't make from this table. I don't make from that graph. Okay, in June to August.
The coronavirus infected person.
The virus infected person. And then verb.
Going.
No, here.
Going to. Huh?
Danny, here has list. Increase done. Now number 2, raise. Number 2, raise. Yes. So this is raise. So here is raise to like that. So we follow the vocabulary on the left side.
Raise to like a 20%. No.
It's okay.
Raise.
Okay.
to 20%.
Raise to 20%. Just like that. It doesn't matter. You don't have also to continue from the word increase. Yeah. This is free. I may erase this one. Yeah. I erase the table. Just make any sentences, but the vocabulary of verb change. Not always improve, not always go up, but it can be increase, raise, and now rocket. Use the word rocket to explain the raise of something when you are interpreting the data.
Okay.
Rocket.
In case.
In case. In what?
In case.
Like this?
Yeah. A patient. A patient.
A patient.
No, like in the hospital, in the national hospital.
Yes, if you want to make it long. In the national hospital. That means not a patient. The patients. Plural, right? The
Yeah.
patients in the national hospitals in, can say again, in some country, in Jakarta or in New York. Where do you want to?
Yeah. In Jakarta.
In Jakarta. And then verb. This is all verb, yeah. Increase, raise, rocket, upsurge, soar, fly, all verb.
Rocket.
Yes, rocket. To.
To increase patient in national hospital in Jakarta. Okay. What means rocket?
Rocket, these words all, yeah, all here. Increase, raise, rocket, upsurge, soar, fly, means go up.
Okay.
But go up like really, what, yeah?
Yeah. I thought there's something.
Yes, like
Rocket.
rocket.
Increase patient in the national hospital in Jakarta. Rocket until blow up or something? Is it?
Just rocket to maybe 70%. So you mentioned the number that is really shows significant movement.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it, yeah, how many?
Rocket until 80%.
Until 80%. Okay, just like that. Now the same. Upsurge, number 4. Upsurge, the same meaning. Almost the same with increase. Yeah, it is not really high climbing. Yeah, but go up. Go up, but not like rocket. Rocket is totally steep movement. Yeah, steep movement means like a mountain, not mountain, like a hill. Now upsurge.
And can we start with N?
Yeah, up to you. Yes, with N if there is another explanation before. So I'm going to make like this. N, it upsurge, or N, in year blah blah blah, it upsurge.
And like korban jiwa, what is that? Apa korban jiwa?
The victims or
Victim.
homicide, which one? Victims? And the victims? Yes. Yes. The victims of what? The victims
of coronavirus. Upsurge.
In has, yeah. And the victims of coronavirus upsurge around what?
Around 20%.
Yeah, around 20%. Oh, I forgot. If it is in the writing task 1, you have to write number, cannot by saying. Like I was writing in like 20 TW, no, cannot. Not in words.
20%
Yes,
in 1 month.
in 1 month. Soar. Soar almost the same with, yes, upsurge, soar, increase. Has almost the same meaning. Soar.
Between the victims
Between the victims
and
and
infected person,
oh, you mean the OTG and victims? OTG and yeah. Between the victims and infected person, the number soared or what?
the number soared of people that can survive from coronavirus.
The number soared. No. The meaning is the number go up. You can mention like this: between the victims and infected persons, the number soared more to the victim or more to the infected person, like that. If you want to yeah.
Okay, more to the infected person.
More to the infected person. Yeah, infected person a lot. But I think the one who died is not as significant as the infected one. Luckily, actually, fly.